Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to talk to y'all about a situation where when you think, back in the day when your parents used to tell you, or even now today when your parents used to tell you that, everyone that you think is your friend is not your friend. Like, I wanted to talk about that because this situation is really it's like irking me. It's like irking my nerve right now. But I'm not gonna mention no names on like who the person is and stuff like that. Just because I don't wanna, put her out there like that. So I'm gonna just start off by saying, when you feel like someone is your friend and then it's like they turn around and do some off the wall stuff, like they start switching up, start changing, like that really does change you and make you feel some type of way. Now, I became friends with this young lady. Well, I'm not even gonna say young lady because she's older than me. But I'm going to say I became friends with this, older woman at a previous job that I was at. Now, it was a church camp, and it was basically like a housekeeping position. And what we did was pretty much, we went around and we cleaned the cabins that the kids stayed in, the conference rooms and like the bathrooms and like lobby areas and stuff like that. And, we got to drive around in these little cute little golf carts and stuff like that. It was actually a pretty cool job. I actually liked it. Only thing I didn't like about it was that being outside in the heat. That's the only thing that I really didn't like about it. But other than that, it was a pretty decent job. Oh, and I didn't like the pay. I'm going to just say the pay was terrible. But like I said, I met this older woman there, and we became friends, or at least I thought we were friends. But I'm gonna just say it like this: I thought we were friends. Now, I worked there for, I want to say, almost 2 years. So when I worked there, we would like text each other, call each other. And, like, we even hung out a few times. And it's like, okay. But once I really got to know her, she started telling me and showing me all her struggles. Like, she would always tell me, like, oh, my God, my van is on the verge of breaking down. I'd be scared that I'm going to break down on my way to work. And I'm still, trying to get to work. And she was basically driving her van when it was like overheating. She was still driving it to work every day. Up until one day she started asking me for rides. So I'm just like, and I lived like at least between 30 to 40 minutes away from the job. So basically I would drop my son off at school, and then I would drive all the way out to where she lived, which is, like I said, she was closer to the job than me. So on my way to work, I would drop my son off at school. Then I would go to her house, pick her up, and then we would go to the job. And then, we would get our little list of chores or things that we had to do for that day. And, like, it even got to the point to where, we had our kids hanging out with each other. We would bring our kids up to the job because this is, like, during the summertime. So it's like the kids was out for summer break and stuff like that. So I bring my son up there, she would bring her son up there, and they would hang around and play up at the park and all that stuff, because it's a camp. So they had swing sets, pools and stuff like that out there. So I thought that it was nice, for her and my son to play together. And like me and her, like I said, we click like this. So, but like, let me get into really what happened. So once me and her started, like, hanging out, started talking, texting each other, we would call each other damn near every day, text each other damn near every day. But then things changed once I basically got tired of that job, and because like I said, I wasn't making that much money, so I ended up looking for like a different job. And I ended up telling her that too. I told her like, yeah, I'm looking for a different job because I'm like, this job is just not paying enough money. And plus, it's like you got paid every 2 weeks, but you still wasn't making enough money. And I even tried to get her to fill out the applications to like the places that I was going to because they were paying more money. But when I left the job, when I actually did get hired at one of the jobs that I applied to where I was making more money and the hours and stuff was better. When I left the job, I noticed that she changed. Like, I noticed the phone call stopped. I noticed the text stopped. I noticed the, hey girl, good morning, or all that basically stopped. And it really made me feel some kind of way because I'm just like, when she needed me or when she needed something, I was always there. And when I say when she needed something, I mean like I was picking her up, giving her rides to work. When she told me that she didn't have no food, I was taking her to food pantries to get food. Hell, I was even giving her food out of my house. When she was telling me that her son was getting picked on at school because of the clothes and stuff that he was wearing, I even gave her some clothes for her son that my son, outgrew, because my son is older than her son. And I mean, I gave her like clothes that, my son probably only wore once or twice. I gave her brand new Nike sneakers, Jordans, that my son probably only wore like a couple times because he outgrew them. And like, me being her friend, I was trying to look out for her. I even kept trying to get her to, switch her son to the private school that my son was going to. Like, see if your son qualifies to get, a scholarship to go to a private school. Because she always was talking about he had ADHD and all types of stuff. So I'm like, okay, my son has the same thing, and he got a scholarship to go to a private school. And she always has some type of excuse, like, yeah, I gotta have a computer to do that and stuff like that. And I'm just telling her, you don't need a computer. You could do it on your phone. Like, you really don't need a computer. You could do it on your phone. Like, to me, I felt like she always, like, just had an excuse and was just, like, being lazy about the situation. And I'm just like, well, if you want to better your situation and, get your son out of that school because he's being bullied and the staff is not doing anything about it, then you got to get out there and actually, do what you need to do. Fill out that application. Go to different schools. See what the other schools are about in your area. Talk to them about their bullying policies or whatever you want to call it. But just get out there and try to do better get your child better, in a better situation instead of him staying in a school where he's getting bullied and the school isn't doing anything about it. Now, other than that, I also helped her with her daughter's baby shower. And I always thought when you go to a baby shower that, you bring the gift and stuff like that. You just show up, show your support, your love. You bring a gift and stuff like that. And you wish, the mother the best and congratulate her and stuff like that. No, that wasn't the case. I ended up even bringing food to her daughter's baby shower because she was crying to me about how she didn't have money to basically get everything that she needed for her daughter's baby shower. And I'm just saying to myself, like, how are you going to host a baby shower when you don't even have the funds to fully, get everything you need? But like I said, me being her friend, I helped her out. I brought food. And then it's like she invited all these people and half of the people didn't even show up. So I'm like, you was worried about not having enough food. Sorry guys, I keep getting notifications. But you was worried about not having enough food, but nobody really showed up that was supposed to actually show up for your daughter. And that's messed up because majority of the people was family. But that ain't my business. I came, I brought my gift, I did what I was supposed to do. So, but Like I said, I brought food to her daughter's baby shower. We went Christmas shopping together for our kids. I even gave her bags of clothes that I couldn't fit anymore because, like I said, in the midst of me having my weight loss and vision surgery, which I talked about in my previous videos, I ended up losing weight. So some clothes that I had, I couldn't fit. So I ended up giving her a bag of clothes, you know, just in case maybe she could fit them. I even gave her sneakers that I didn't want, that I probably only wore like a couple times, because when you got a closet full of shoes and you feel like, okay, it's time to start, you know, getting rid of some stuff that you don't even wear. I thought I was doing the right thing, or I was being, you know, a good friend by giving her stuff that she possibly needed. But I guess that wasn't the case. And then on top of that, like, she was always complaining to me about her house, how she had mold in her house and her kids was always getting sick and stuff like that. And like, again, me helping her out, I even got her application to the apartments where I stay at. Did she fill out the application? I have no idea. I kept asking her about it. She kept having an excuse. And like, it seemed like it was always excuses with her. Like, she always had some type of excuse on why she couldn't do this, why she couldn't do that. And I'm just like, girl, you don't want to better yourself. And I think she got upset about me saying that. And I wasn't saying it to be rude or be mean. I was just speaking facts, because I'm not about to sit here and live somewhere where there's mold and my child is always constantly getting sick due to us having mold in our apartment. I'm not about to do that. I'm about to see what I could do to better our situation. Which means if I have to find me somewhere else to live, I'm going to find me somewhere else to live. And like, she also was complaining about her son's father, which she said they weren't together, but they lived together. And she was always complaining to me about how he don't work enough hours, he's lazy, he don't want to do this, he don't want to do that. Like, you know, me just being that friend and just being there listening to her and what she was going through and trying to give her advice, trying to help her. I did the best I could to try to help her and give her advice, but she didn't want to take none of my advice. She obviously wanted to stay stuck in the situation that she was stuck in. And like, I don't know, the whole situation just kind of ticked me off, because I'm just like, how you gonna sit up here and tell me that I'm such a good friend, and that, like, she glad she met me and stuff like that. But then it's like, when I leave the job to better myself, to better my situation, you switch up and you act like me and you were never even friends. Like, who does that? And like, if it was somebody else, they would have showed up at her house. Like, what's up? What's the problem? What's going on? But you know what? I didn't even do that. Nope, I didn't even do it, because at the end of the day, I just really felt like it wasn't worth it. And I'm just like, that if she want to act that way, fine, go ahead, act that way. I know that I did a good thing, and I know that God saw that I did my best to help her, and I was a good friend to her. And I did everything I could possibly do to help her, to make sure she was straight. But what did she do for me? She never did anything for me. And you know what? I never asked her for anything. All I wanted in return basically was just a true friendship. And like I said, I thought that she was my true friend, and I guess she wasn't. And I actually sat there, and I was pretty upset. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty upset. And I was telling my fiance, I was like, I can't believe that, you know, she would sit here and switch up on me like this. Like, I said, what did I do to her? Like, literally, what did I do to her? I didn't do anything to her but help her out, be there for her when she needed someone, and just try to support her. Like, women should support other women. And like, I feel stupid. I feel like I was basically, like, she just used me. Like, she used me for a ride. Basically just used me to get anything out of me that basically she could get. Because, like, why else would you treat someone this way when they had done nothing but been there for you? Like, literally. And I didn't even mention, when it was her birthday at the job, nobody at the job told her happy birthday. But what did I do? I told her happy birthday, and I even brought her cupcakes for her to take home and have with her, you know, her sons. I even had got her a little birthday present. I mean, it wasn't nothing too big, just, you know, a little candle. Women like candles, because, you know, they like for they house or whatever, home to smell good. So, you know, I just got her a nice little candle. But it's still like the thought that counts. Like, at least I thought about you enough to be able to tell you happy birthday and brought you some cupcakes. And when I did that, she didn't even show up to work that day that I had brought the cupcakes. Like, I literally had to bring them to her house. Like, I just don't understand why people like switch up. Like, if I did something wrong, then tell me I did something wrong. But I don't think I did anything wrong by telling you things that you needed to hear. Because she was, like I said, she was always constantly complaining, oh, I'm tired of living like this. Or I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. I want to do better. I want more for my son. And like I told her, girl, I gave you an application to move out to get into the apartments where I'm at, because some of the apartments were going to be coming available. I gave you clothes. I gave you shoes for your son. I gave you clothes also for yourself, you know, that I couldn't wear, shoes that I couldn't wear. I even gave her freaking food out of my own house that, you know, pretty much I wasn't going to eat anyways. But still, I gave her food. I even freaking gave her advice on signing her son up, see if her son could get disability, because she was claiming that he had ADHD and he black out and all that stuff. And like, she got proof from the doctor and all that stuff. So I even gave her advice to, you know, see if you could sign your son up or apply for, not sign up, I'm sorry, but apply for disability for your son. I tried to give her so much advice, and I think it just went in one ear and out the other. And it's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done trying to help her. I'm done trying to give her advice. Because it's like, every time I say something, she would always get upset or get an attitude or feel like I was being mean. But I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just trying to help you out. Because why would you want to sit here and continue to struggle? And I felt like she wanted to settle. She just wanted to settle for what she had. And like I said, I even tried to get her into the job I was at, making more money. And the hours and all that stuff was better. But what did she always had an excuse about that. And I think, to me, honestly, I feel like she was just lazy. Because when we worked at the camp, yeah, we did clean it, but sometimes it wasn't a lot to do. So you could just sit there and basically just waste time until it was time for you to clock out and go home. And then that was a lot of sometimes what we did when we didn't have busy days. But like, I don't know, I just feel like I learned my lesson on thinking that anybody is my friend. Because it's like, every time it's like you think someone is your friend, they end up turning around and just doing something wrong or stabbing you in the back. So it's like, for me, I just feel like the situation was so messed up. And it's like, I don't even know. Like, I just can't understand why someone would treat you like that when all you did was try to be there for them and try to help them. But guess it's true when your mom said that everyone you think your friend is not your friend. And I really, really thought that she was my friend. And like I said, the fact that she sat up there and told me, oh, I'm such a good person and she glad that she met me, and I was definitely a best friend to her. And then for her to sit here and treat me like I'm nothing, like, that's wrong. That's wrong, and that's hurtful. And I would never do nobody like that. And like I said, I don't even know. I don't even know what else to say. I just felt like coming on here, just telling my story on how I thought this girl was my friend. But obviously, she was not my friend. So I guess this is like why they say, you know, choose your friends wisely. And that's exactly what I'm going to start doing. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to come on here and talk about. Like, thank y'all for watching, listening, and hopefully no one out there is going through what I'm going through right now, because I really feel like a shitty person, and I don't even know why, because I didn't even do anything wrong. But I don't know. I just feel bad. But again, thank y'all for listening and watching this video. Like, leave a comment if you have been through something similar, or you are going through something similar, and just like the video, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get a notification on when I post another video. And I just appreciate whoever watched this video. And again, please just leave a comment to let me know if y'all ever been in that situation, or like I said, or if you going through a situation like that, and how you're handling it, or how you handled it. But again, thank y'all. I'm out. Peace.